Yo! What's up, guys? PK Sparks here, and welcome to week 4 of our UCL team discussion video. This time we are prepping our team to face the Grand Canyon Greninjas, facing off, coached by I'm Twitterification. What Twit plays, you guys know we all love them, and we're about to destroy them. If you guys enjoyed the video, do not forget to demolish that like button for me, especially if you want to see more Pokemon content right here on the channel. Definitely demolish the like button for me. Let me know in the comment section below what 6 Pokemon from our team of 12 would you have brought against the Grand Canyon Greninjas. And before we get into the video, I want you guys to know 2 things. 1, you have less than a week. After it will not be available next week. Get your limited edition Feraligatrs Fight t-shirt today. Link is in the description below. Make sure you guys grab that so you can support the Gators throughout the UCL, and hopefully we can even make it to the playoffs. And if we do, well, you already know it's gonna be a party every week, baby. Get them in a hoodie because winter is coming. Winter is coming. Get it in t-shirts because t-shirts are always in season and in fashion. They're fancy, and like I said, they're limited edition. Once this campaign is done, it is over. So get yours while you can. And much love to the rest of the PK planet, the 50 of you guys who have grabbed that. Now, first of all, I know you guys can already see the team. I want to describe everything about, why I chose what I did. And you may be shocked that a certain somebody isn't here. No. Feraligatr will not be joining us this week. He just won't be. Why? Because I feel like other Pokemon do the job that he can do better. Now, before you guys even think, I'm going to explain it to you during the video. So right now, you guys see our first lead Pokemon will be my mixtape, the Garbodor. Now, Garbodor is here because, Mega Altaria is scary. It's scary. And I'm kind of planning for worst case scenario. If it is Dragon Dance set, then he's not going to appreciate this one because he's going to have to go for return, which means he might knock me out with return, Dragon Dance, boosted, all that, yada, yada, yada. Even though I resist, he might knock me out. We have air balloons who can come in on an earthquake that may be there. He's going to have Dragon Dance. The only thing that's a problem is what is that 4th move? Now, if his 4th move is Roost, then I'll be fine because we have a 100% accurate Toxic right here, thanks to Garbodor, the poison type, using Toxic, so we can drop that on him real quick. And if it's the special variant, you guys can see that we have 252 EVs in special defense. And I actually want to mention this right now. I learned this last week from my battle from Joey and watching this team discussion video. I noticed that the EVs are actually really different. Not really different, but they do make a significant difference at level 50. As such, I did change the name of our entire team to fit level 50. That way, we know exactly the stats we're going to be seeing when we go into battle. So I don't have to worry about that issue with Talonflame last week, where even though it was an odd number at level 100, it was an even number at level 50, and that's one thing that threw me off. I couldn't swap out freely with him because I only had 1 switch in instead of 2. So you guys can see that this is the stats we're going to be rocking out with: max special defense, max HP. We're going to be having spikes so we can set up his team. You guys can see his team right above us. Oh, if you guys are wondering about the new layout, I am in my new apartment, and you will see get an apartment tour ASAP. But yeah, you'll get an apartment tour, don't worry. But so with Spikes is gonna help me hit. If you Mega Evolves with Altaria, it comes in and hits that. It hits the Nidoking, it hits the Empoleon with super effective damage. Emboar, Escavalier, Cofagrigus, Buffalo, almost his entire team. The only ones that doesn't hit are Rotom, Alakazam, and Mandibuzz, and Altaria until he Mega Evolves. But it's a Mega Altaria. Of course, it's going to be Mega Evolving. But then again, he could not. He could decide to keep it a Cleric. Cotton Guard, Heal Bell, that is definitely a thing. And if it is a thing, we do have something for that, but it's not that's like last ditch effort, and I hope it doesn't come down to that, because that means that we're going to have to change out our entire strategy. Even though we do have the strategy right here to deal with it, if it is Cotton Guard, Heal Bell, Roost, just like a Cleric Altaria, I'd rather not. I'd much rather deal with the Mega Altaria when it comes out, because that's a lot more straightforward and I don't have to do a lot of thinking. You guys already know that's how I am. Speaking of which, I want to address this now. I know you guys always say that, PK, you should think more in your battles. I actually do think about every move that I make. However, when I don't, just because I don't speak the moves does not mean I'm not thinking about the moves. Now, last week I made a mistake with the Snorlax and Altaria. I got very I got overzealous. I was just like, let's just go in for it, like kill it now, and I wasn't thinking. That was when I just was not thinking. But 9 times out of 10, I do play out everything in my mind. However, I understand you guys definitely want to hear my thoughts, so I'm going to make a conscious effort to divulge my thoughts to you guys as we battle from here on out. It may not, it actually may make me play a little worse, but I mean, we'll see how it goes. I will do my best to at least provide the content that you guys have been asking for. So this is the mixtape we're going to be rocking out with. Clear Small to get rid of any Dragon Dances from the Altaria, and that's what its main purpose is for. Now, it can also deal with the Nidoking, even, you know, to a light extent. It can deal with the Empoleon, again, to a light, actually, no, it can't deal with the Empoleon. It cannot deal with Empoleon or Escavalier. Unfortunately, I actually been considering Pain Split, like swapping that out, but you know what? I wouldn't be doing anything super effective to Empoleon or anything that I want to come in on mixtape. So I figured if we just play the right way, I don't have to worry about it. And as long as I don't leave him to be my last Pokemon, or leave it to be my last Pokemon, we should be okay. So my mixtape is going to be coming through. This is going to be our special wall, our main check against Altaria, and being able to set up spikes. Being able to sell spikes against them, that should be able to help us in the future. So now we're going to go over to Skarmory. Still don't have a nickname for him, so if you guys have a suggestion, let me know in the comment section below. You guys see that this has a really different EV spread. Honestly, I don't really need that much for, I don't really need that much. You know what, I'm actually going to add a little bit more. Let's do 244. And change that to 12. That way, we have that odd number for Stealth Rocks. So odd numbers are always good. So yeah, we have this for Skarmory, Ironhead, Whirlwind, Roost, and Stealth Rock. Now, one more time, I have Ironhead instead of, but first of all, Ironhead hits the majority of his team. Anything that Ironhead is resisted by, Brave Bird would have been resisted by as well, barring Brave Bird on Escavalier. So I figured, let's go with the super effective attack, Ironhead. Ironhead not only has a chance to flinch, but it hits the Alakazam, it hits the Altaria, it hits the Nidoking, it hits the it hits the Coffee Gregas, it hits the majority of his team, a pretty good amount. Now, like I said, sometimes I may regret not bringing Brave Bird, but I don't really want to take extra damage, especially when I need to be phasing out for some potential threats. So we have Ironhead on there as well, Whirlwind to Whirlwind anything out, in case I can't just Toxic it or whatnot. There's like a second contingency plan for Mega Altaria. If it is a special variant, well, I'm not going to want to stand anyway, because even with max special defense, it doesn't take a Fire Blast well. I think it's at least a 2-hit KO from Mega Altaria, max special attack, that is. So if it actually is rocking, then I'm not going to want to stay it anyway. Otherwise, it's just pretty standard: Stealth Rock, Roost, Whirlwind, Ironhead, and that's pretty much all I really need. The only reason why I don't need much physical or any physical defense really is because the majority of his team are special attackers, and anything that's a physical attacker I already resist. Hariyama is going to do, that'll probably do the most damage, but I can roost anything he does off. We have Ursaring, which, you know, I think it gets like Thunder Punch, but I mean, you can't plan for everything. Like, that's the thing about the UCL, is that you cannot plan for everything. You can only plan for the best opportunity, but that's why we have a team of 6, not a team of 1, so we're going to try and fill the weaknesses with the rest of the team. What is it? He resists a steel type attack from Empoleon, which I'm assuming will be his defogger. I'm assuming that Empoleon will definitely be his defogger, because otherwise he doesn't have anything, and he doesn't really want to have rocks and whatnot being around. So that's going to be a main purpose, is to get rid of that Empoleon, but only in due time. It's not a big threat, and we'll come across that when we do. But I feel like this Skarmory is going to be a really good defensive pivot. Now it's time to get out of the defense and into the offense. Now this upcoming set is going to need some explanation, so bear with me. We have Fang coming back. Was it female Garchomp? You guys see that I only have 40 EVs and speed, and it's a jolly nature. Allow me to explain. Okay, stick with me. You with me? You hear me? All right. So if you look at his team, besides Mega Alakazam, which I wouldn't outspeed anyway, the only thing that I don't outspeed, I'm sorry, the only thing that I wouldn't outspeed with this set would be actually nothing. It's Alakazam. I outspeed everything because his fastest Pokemon is Rotom Wash, and unless he's Trick Choice Scarf, if he's timid like Max Attack, like Choice Specs, then I'm going to outspeed him. I outspeed anything on his team because 139 is the highest attack speed stat that he can get on his team, barring Alakazam and Quick Feet Ursaring. So if it's Quick Feet Ursaring, then I can't do much about it. But at the same time, I should be able to get around it in any contingency. So I'm pretty confident about that. So we just have a pretty standard set. Otherwise, I decided to throw Lumberry out because I'm expecting to have to deal with that Rotom Wash with my Garchomp. So when he comes out for the burn, I'm just gonna go for Dragon Claw and at least get some damage in. And if I'm so lucky that he misses, well, I'm able to stay in and just rock out and do what I do. He can get Hydro Pump, but thanks to me having putting the rest of the EVs that I don't need in a special defense, I should be able to take a Hydro Pump rather well from a Rotom Wash, unless he's like modest choice spec. There you go. So I'm really feeling confident about this set. The reason why I decided to throw Swords Dance is that, first of all, if I can get a Swords Dance boost, it's gonna hurt his entire team. I already guarantee outspeeding everything naturally. And sorry, my eyes itching. But yeah, I already outspeed everything naturally. So if I can just get a ×2 boost, yes please, let's go in and hit Iron Hit on this Mega Altaria, which I'm gonna outspeed naturally. And I wouldn't outspeed if I maxed out my speed, because, you know, Dragon Dance or whatnot. Let's go on and hit Earthquake on the majority of his team. Again, unless it's neither King's Choice Scarf, I'm gonna outspeed that as well. Dragon Claw, well, that's just standard. Dragon Claw and Iron Head and Earthquake just going to hit everything. So it's really a really confident set. And like I said, I have more defense on here than usual. So once again, I'm really confident about Garchomp. But the only way to find out how the battle's going to go is how he built this team. There's a lot of variables that can happen in every single battle. So we're not going to allow those variables to happen. We can't account for all those variables. So we're just going to be able to plan for the best we can. The natural stat says that with this spread, we should be able to do a lot more damage than normally. So moving on to Pillow Pet, Max Attack, Max Defense, Curse. The reason why I decided to run this is because if it is a the only threat to this would be Special Attack in Altaria, and if it is a Special Attack in Altaria, well, I mean, I can only do it so much. But I decided to max out his defense because he does have the Ursaring and the Boomflon. I don't have much, I already put the special defense EVs in the Garchomp, so why not max out his defensive ones? He already has a really good defensive stat, a special defensive stat, so let's try and make him more well-rounded. This is going to be the Curse Lax set. I haven't bought this one yet, but it's really fun. I chose Return over Body Slam because I don't really want to try and rely on hats, especially with me being as unlucky as I am. I'd much rather guarantee myself some KOs. So we're going to go for Return out there. It's going to be a max power of 105 plus stab. So that's going to be very powerful. Heavy Slam is for the Mega Altaria. Otherwise, I'm going to be able to just return on everything. The only problem would be the Feraligatrs, but I mean, if that comes out, I'll just Heavy Slam it anyway. I'm going to be increasing my special attack stat. He can't hit me with this stab. I'm going to be increasing my attack stat and my defensive stats. So if he wants to come out and try to burn me, I'll just Resto Chester's that off, Curse, and then, you know, if he burns me again, I'll probably be at +6 by then. That's the worst case scenario. He does have the Emboar, but like I said, once again, you can't plan for everything. So the Emboar, I mean, I do have a check for that, and that will be my baby right here, Mockingjay. Now you guys were asking me this before, why didn't I choose Life Orb before? The reason why I did that is because I didn't want extra recoil damage. However, this time, I'm gonna need the full array of Talonflame's moveset. So, Flare Blitz, I want to make sure it does major damage. Brave Bird, I want to make sure it does major damage. U-Turn, I want to make sure it does damage when I need to, or I want to just scout. And of course, Roost, because, you know, just getting the HP back, priority recovery. That's good. That's the only one in the game. Yes, let's do that. So we do have Life Orb as well. You guys are wondering, once again, you know, why don't I have Speed EVs? Because I don't need them. I'm naturally faster than this entire team, except for Alakazam. And Alakazam isn't going to appreciate a Brave Bird. It might not even get one shot after an Adamant Life Orb boosted Brave Bird from a Talonflame. I'm not sure, but it just might. So if all I gotta do is I'll probably just U-turn first so I can, you know, just break the sash, and then afterwards go in. Like, that's all it is to it. So Talonflame is definitely going to be useful just to be doing major damage. Now you may have been wondering, well, PK, you don't have much special defensive walls or special attackers. Well, that's because its only main special wall would be either the Altaria, which, you know, could come out. It could choose to not Mega Evolve, or the Empoleon. Empoleon is the one Pokemon that I really couldn't plan for. I mean, there were some things I could have done just for Empoleon, but then it's like, how does that help with the rest of the team? And overall, I decided to just nix it. So we're going to go over to Esmeralda. Once again, you guys can see I have just enough speed for her to be 309. The rest of her EVs are put into special defense, and we have 252 in special attack. Now you guys see that the same policy goes for Esmeralda as it did for Garchomp. Nasty Plot, get that Nasty Plot up, and it's just going to do damage. We have Hidden Power Fire for, actually wait, didn't I change that? Could have sworn I changed that. I did change that. That's not supposed to be Hidden Power Fire. That's supposed to be Ice Beam. The reason why I decided to go Ice Beam is because I need it for that Mana Buzz. Because Mana Buzz isn't going to appreciate an Ice Beam from +2 Jinx, like, at all. I don't care if you're especially bulky or not. You're not going to appreciate that. Especially with Life Orb boost as well. You guys are probably like, Peter, you have a lot of Life Orb users. Yeah, we're trying a different style with today's battle. If we end up losing, well, I mean, we tried. But I really am trying to work on my team building skills, and I feel like the UCL is really a great platform for me to do that and practice on that. So we're trying to see what we can do with the best Pokemon we have, and that's going to be Esmeralda. Esmeralda can come in on a potential Scald from Empoleon. I can't stay in though because, you know, what do you call that thing? Flash Cannon is a thing, and I'm not sure what it could run. So I'm definitely going to be scouting that Empoleon and see what it can do. Because if it doesn't have Flash Cannon, then I'm going to feel pretty confident about just staying there and going for Shadow Ball. I was thinking about running Substitute, but in all honesty, I know that my fellow UCL competitors or coaches have been watching me, and they know I like to run Sub on something. So I'm sure somebody's going to, or Twit's going to be expecting that, and we're going to just try and change it up. We're going to go all in with the attack stat. Actually, because I'm not running Hidden Power Fire anymore, I thought I changed that, but I guess I didn't. We can actually change that to 0. That way, when I'm facing the Mana Buzz, if he goes for Foul Play, which will most likely be a stab attack, I have an even less chance of being one shot. Even though my defensive stat and HP is terrible, like, you know, it's still like just a higher chance. Let's see what we can do with that. So let's lower that to 0, so we don't have to worry about Foul Play. And that is pretty much the team, the lineup we're going to be bringing against the Grand Canyon Greninjas in Week 4 tomorrow in the UCL. So if you guys enjoyed the video, do not forget to show love and support and demolish the like button for me. Let me know in the comment section below which 6 Pokemon of our 12 Pokemon team would you have brought against the Grand Canyon Greninjas. And let me know what you think of my decision. Do you think I should have done something else? Do you think I could have used a different moveset? Or maybe there's a move I didn't know was even there for our entire team. Just let me know, and because it may be something that I didn't see. I built my team on my own. I consulted with everybody else, but really this team was built of my own idea and mindset. So we're going to see how well or how lucky we are with that. I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget to grab yourself the limited edition Feraligatrs Fight t-shirt, because after today, well, not after the day, you probably got like 3 more days, but still, it's going away. Like, it's going to go, and you're going to be mad that you didn't get yours. So support the Gators right now. Grab your grab your t-shirt, link in the description below. And that's my time with you all today. Thank you all very much for watching. Stay hot, guys, and I'll see y'all next time.